that region, yeah, were now called in to, if you like, assist. So we were told with the Haitian government,
that's right,
yeah, and with the Jamaican government. But what you'll actually find is they weren't given assistance; they were given autonomy, which is independence. All right. Now, something that a lot of people may not be aware of in relation to Haiti and in relation to Jamaica, Dougie. Did you know? Yeah, I'm going to take the public here. Is anybody aware that they have found oil underneath the sea in the Caribbean?
That's interesting. That's interesting. In fact, I know there's been an email floating around that said that there's oil in Jamaica, you know, but obviously that's not really factually fact. But I mean, as you bring it out now to the public, that's quite interesting. Yeah. And that's explain why the regular policing the Caribbean, because obviously if there's oil there, they're trying to cause so much chaos where the agenda is really is to take the oil from our feet.
Okay then, all right. Now I'm gonna take you here. Yeah, there's been a man-made disaster.
Yes.
All right. For anybody who thinks this may not be possible, yeah, walk with us here. There was a man-made disaster off of the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, where BP, in drilling deep down underneath the ocean, all right, an oil rig exploded because of the amount of natural gas, yeah, that was seeping out from underneath the ocean. That combined with the elements led to a oil rig blowing up, which led to the deaths, yeah, of quite a few oil workers. All right, but more importantly, it's now led to the death of natural environment in and around the Gulf of Mexico, moving from Louisiana right through to Florida at this present time. All right, primarily because of the dependence, especially that the West has upon oil. Yeah, and as we quite clearly stated in our last interview, the natural fuel resources for the 21st century are going to be solar power, yet our governments are going to try and push nuclear power without thinking about what took place in Chernobyl in Russia when that nuclear reactor blew up, yeah, and is still causing birth defects on the people who live in that area on future generations. So we need to think about that when we're being led down the road of nuclear reactors or nuclear power to sustain humanity. Also as well, the other natural resource is hydrogen, because hydrogen is in abundance. Now, we may be here trying to explain this to our communities worldwide and to the public, but oil companies are fully aware of this. In fact, the oil companies have been suppressing a lot of the new, cleaner, environmentally friendly resources, yeah, in order to cash in on our dependence, especially the West's dependence on oil. All right, and you know they call oil, I don't know if you're aware of what they call it, black gold,
right,
yeah,
right,
or
right.
Texas tea,
Right.
yeah, etc., etc., etc. All right. Now, as we said, do your research, check it out for yourself. Yeah, James Robertson, who is the Minister of Resources in Jamaica. All right. A lot of people may not be aware of this. In March 2010, he was in England, yeah, pitching an industry, Jamaica oil industry, which Jamaica doesn't have yet, to the English Geological Society in the UK. In April 2010, yeah, he was pitching the same idea to the US Geological Society. All right. By May 2010, the Christopher Dudas Coke situation now destabilizes Jamaica. Yeah. So, like I said, let's look at the timeline here. In March, yeah, the Minister of Resources and Energy for Jamaica, is pitching a non-existent oil industry to the UK Geological Society. In April, he's pitching the same non-existent Jamaica oil company, yeah, to the US. In May, yeah, they now bring up the situation with not only Dudus or Christopher Koch, but another man who was running another area of Jamaica, Zeke Phillips. He was another person who was taken out. So basically, two of the most influential people at community level in Jamaica, yeah, were taken out by the rule of law. Yeah, Zeke Phillips for murder, yeah, and Christopher Koch, or Dudus as he's known, was taken out for allegedly smuggling cocaine into Jamaica and arms into Jamaica.
Yeah.
The arms one is ridiculous because no country has more arms or munitions factories than America. So if anybody was doing the transport of illegal arms, it would be the transport of illegal arms from America into Jamaica, not from Jamaica into the United States of America. Are we making sense? If we're looking at business here, on a business level, yeah? So that is one aspect of the indictment against Christopher Koch that raises big suspicion, huge suspicions. All right. Also, with the, I know if anybody's familiar with the Iran-Contra scandal, which took place in the 80s, where it was found that the US government agencies, namely your CIA, were found to be drug running or drug smuggling, or supporting rebels who were against the government.
That's right,
And in order for these rebels to get arms, all right, what the CIA was doing was making large quantities of drugs available to these rebels, which they could now then sell, and utilize that cash for arms. I think the colonel involved was Colonel Oliver North. All right, the president at the time was President Ronald Reagan, and it was found, even though they did their utmost best to cover all of this up, it was found that the US government was illegally helping rebels to traffic drugs.
I just want to bring your attention here that just to support the reason is that I remember watching the film Black Panthers, and one of the strategies is to flood the community with I think it was heroin or cocaine.
That's correct.
You see what I'm saying, brother?
That's correct.
So it's no difference what they're doing right now,
That's
brother.
correct.
You see what I'm saying? So
That's
I mean,
correct.
it's showing a movie, and this is real. You see what I'm saying?
That's
so
correct.
I mean, let's be real, this thing, and just
what a lot of our people have to come to terms with in the 21st century, which they're finding it very difficult to come to terms with, is the length that other races will go to for power, for control of resources, all right, and not only for power and control of resources, but also to make sure politically that when they're sitting at the political table, they have the most bargaining chips, they have the most possible to bargain with. Henceforth, when you look at international organizations like the United Nations Security Council, you're finding that countries such as the United States, such as England, such as France, such as Russia, such as Israel, they head the Security Council. And if they don't like what the smaller countries are saying, they have the power